I'm wearing my Attack on Titan chibi shirt like a freaking weeboo. Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be really fun to kind of go into some territory I haven't really touched before, but since I moved to Columbus and this household, everyone who lives here loves board games and card games, and we have these shelves just stacked to the brim with different games. I haven't even played half of them yet, but it's been really fun. My family was more into like traditional card games or traditional games like chess or Texas Hold'em or hearts or something like that, but I definitely feel like I've been missing out because these board games and card games have been so much fun. So today I wanted to talk about all the card games that I've played recently, the ones I thought were hits, the ones I thought were misses. By the way, I'm really hoping that this isn't out of focus. I don't like filming so close up like I have been for the last videos, but I literally cannot physically tell if I'm out of focus because my eyesight's so bad. Anyway, but if you're excited to hear about some awesome card games, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and let's get started. So I have this little guy next to me called Love Letter, which apparently this is like the classic version too. There's a bunch of newer versions, but this is the old school original. And this is probably, I've only played it once, but it's probably my favorite just because it goes so quick and it's so easy to catch on. It's one of those where you get not even an instruction card, it just tells you everything you need to know on one card, and it will have the guard or the countess, and they just have different rules. It's really easy to pick up, but especially once you understand there's like one princess, there's only a certain amount of kings, and then you can just start really putting things together. If you're with a new group of friends or acquaintances, it's one you can pull out and play and actually have a really successful experience because you're not gonna have to spend half the night explaining the rules. It's like, oh, it's just this, this, and this. Just follow your instruction card. Bing, bam, boom. Next we have Exploding Kittens, and honestly I feel like this should be more of an honorable mention because I was not in the most sober mindset when I played this, so I actually have very little recollection of it except that I found it to be very confusing and convoluted, but I don't know if that's because it's a game or if I was just impaired. So this is the most recent one we played. This is Boss Monster, and this says Implements of Destruction, but they literally have like 7 different packs. And I remember some of them were like alien, and some of them just had cards that were shiny. It seemed really special, and we kind of mixed all of those together when we played. And we only played this like 2 days ago, and I liked it. I like the idea of it. This was another one that was really easy to catch on to, which I like. I like the art of it a lot. Just a little pixelated characters. I will say I did kind of find it frustrating that it's one of those games that's like part skill but significantly part chance. Just with the cards I had and the rooms that I was able to build with it, I like could not get any heroes. You have to lure heroes into your rooms and then try to kill the heroes, and that's how you gain points. But the heroes can also kill you, but to even get heroes into your room, into your like round, you have to have certain cards match up. And just by the hand that I was given, I just could not seem to get any heroes over to me. By default, I just got stuck for the majority of the game, and I just didn't feel like there was any way to get out of it. And it's one of those games where the cards aren't super big and there's a lot written on them, so you're spending a lot of time like reading this tiny little text on the card, and sometimes that can be tedious. I like when things are really simple and the instructions are more straightforward. It was also one of those where because your hands are changing so much, and granted this was the first time I played, so I'm sure it's one of those things where the more you play, the easier it is to remember all the different abilities that are going on, but I definitely felt like I was missing something. Like I probably had cards that could like really save me or get me more heroes or spells, but things were happening so fast and I would just lose them so fast that I just found it a little bit harder to get into. But when I played it, I had a lot of fun. It lasted, it took us like an hour to finish the game, so I liked it, would do again. Boss Monster. Okay, so this one's my favorite. This one's absolutely my favorite. This is COUP, the classic original one. I know because a friend of ours has like this crazy expanded version that seems really fun, but I literally only played one round of that. But COUP, classic COUP. My goodness. So I also, granted I only played this one once, but there was 3 of us and I think it was 20 rounds that we played. I won like 17. One person won 1 and one person won 3. So however many rounds I just like could not stop winning. I was so good at COUP, and these are the kind of games I love where it's more about strategy and just kind of, that's what I liked about Love Letter too. It's where you're trying to predict what the other person has in their hands and what you think they're putting down, but also if they're lying or if they're gonna be bold and call you out, and then you have to be prepared. I just kicked ass and took names. So I'm obsessed with this game. I'm also kind of worried that if I played it again that I will just be destroyed. Nah, this was really great. This was right up my alley. There's 5 sets of characters with their specific rules. So once you play enough rounds and you learn those rules really well, that's when you can start playing those mind games and like figuring out if other people are playing mind games. And I like that aspect a lot more. And I think that's what really, I think that's what really bothered me about Boss Monster. We also mixed like 7 packs of these, but it was just getting handed so many different cards with so many different rules, and I just like having it be simple and then using strategy and mind games to figure it out. So COUP's the best. Then we have Munchkin, and this is the version I played. They have in this household like 7 different Munchkins, and I don't know why she had me play this one. I'm not a huge Marvel fan, and a lot of the other Munchkin sets looked way cuter and way more fun just inherently because they were more aesthetically pleasing to me. I did not really like this game. I just could not catch on to the rules and how to get ahead, or even just how to keep my head above water. And that's the kind of thing that can get really frustrating to me. If I were to play a different version of this game, maybe one with just cuter characters that I would just be able to wrap my mind around it easier, or if it's just something where I need to play again, like the first time you're really adjusting to the rules, but the more you play it, the easier it is, that kind of thing. But yeah, not the biggest fan, at least of the Marvel one. So I'll definitely let you guys know if the other versions work out better for me. This is such an obnoxious box for a card game, but I also only played this once, but it was so much fun and it was so easy, and I love the art on it so much. It is Sheriff of Nottingham, and it is just such a delightful game to play. I actually had the worst time getting the hang of it at first, but all of my friends were just like, what is wrong with you? You're doing this so wrong. But like they had to break down the rules for me like 3 different times because I was just like doing everything wrong. But once you get it, but it really is a really simple game. I don't know what my deal was, but once you get a hang of it, it's so easy and it's so fun. And then it's just all mind games. You have little coins, but you also have those fun velvet pouches. It just feels really interactive with everybody. I love the art on this. Out of all the games I've mentioned thus far, Sheriff of Nottingham definitely has my favorite artistic style, where it's cartoony but extremely detailed and like relatively realistic, but also caricature-y, bright and colorful, and all the characters that come with it are extremely distinct. I actually really want to play this again soon. This would be my top game to play next. I almost did this video without mentioning probably my favorite card game, or like card focused game, because I guess Sheriff of Nottingham and what I'm about to show aren't exclusively card games because they have like coins, like a little bit something extra with it, but this one is so much fun. I really like the art style of it too, just kind of cartoony and fun and vibrant and very like character specific. It's so much fun. The last round that we played, I played with this pack. Her name is Erin and she is a shape-shifting gal. So she goes into a raven and a bear and a tree. These guys love Red Dragon Inn, so they have like a villain set, the original set. This is like volume 2. They have a bunch of like little character packs like this. It's really fun to play because there's just so many characters that you can get into. And I think the concept is really fun. Just the idea of it being kind of a drinking game. It's really clever. And everybody generally has some sort of powers or special abilities. One of those where, especially I guess with later volumes, there's more and more text that is written on the cards, which I find annoying because, you know, you just want to have that momentum when you're playing your cards and not have to like squint to read the text. It can just make the game more convoluted for sure, but this doesn't do it too bad, and because of the same ability, even if it is like a more convoluted one, you get the hang of it. You just remember it throughout the game. I would definitely recommend, if you have Erin, to go with her because I just kicked ass last time. I don't know if that was because of me or because of Erin. I feel like it's because of this card set. You guys should definitely let me know if you know of any other card games that I should check out. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty that we just haven't even played yet, so we might even already own it. If there's any other board games that you want me to review or talk about, if you like this kind of topic of conversation, just let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Give this video a big like if you're into it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!